Next problem, letter C. There's a couple things wrong with this problem. If you notice, it is definitely out of the correct order from this. What I want to do is I want to bring both of these things over here because I want my x squared to be positive. So this needs to become positive 2x. The easiest way to do that is to bring both of these things over to the side. When I do that, it would be plus 2x squared and minus 35 from both sides. What this will turn into is 2x squared and then plus 9x minus 35 is equal to 0. I need to figure out how to factor this. Here's the issue. It's a box method problem. They don't have anything in common for greatest common factor. 2 and 35 are not perfect squares. It's not a difference of squares because difference of squares means it's only 2 terms. I can't use multiply and add because this is bigger than 1, so I got to use box method. If you don't remember how to do that, my multiply number is 2 times negative 35, which makes negative 70. My adding number is going to be the number in the middle, which is positive 9. When I look to do this one, it looks like I'm going to be using negative 5 and positive 14. From here, we usually made these our answers if you remember when we would do the regular multiply and add method, but because this is a box method, we have to draw our box. This problem we're not going to do, it's an extra, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to use the space here to do my box method. This term goes into the box, and this term goes into the box, along with these. I'm going to start by drawing my box first and trying to put a little bit of room off to the side so that you can see where the answers go. This one, top left here, 2x squared. This one, bottom right corner. These, either one, doesn't matter where, just make sure you put an x with it. I'm going to put my negative 5x here. I'm going to put my positive 14x here. These two get plugged in here. I want to look up and down to see what they have in common, and left and right. Looking at 2x squared and 5x. 2 and 5 don't have anything I can divide them both by, nothing in common. The only thing they share is an x, so I'm just going to write x. 14 and 35, I can divide both of those numbers by 7. If you notice, I'm not putting a plus or minus here yet. I'm going to come back to that later. Here, these have a couple things in common. I can divide both of these by 2, and they both have an x in common. Here, I can divide both these by 5. If you notice, they're both negative. This is a minus 5 and a minus 35, so I can make this a minus 5 for sure. I need to figure out if this is a plus or a minus. If you don't remember how to do that from last chapter, look back to our original problem. I need to make negative 35. I need to use negative 5 times this to make that. If I make this negative, negative 5 times negative 7 would not make negative 35. I need to make this a plus. This and this used to be my answers to a box method. But remember, I'm now plugging them in to this 0 product property. So I'm going to draw a line here. I'm going to take both of these things that originally would have gone into parentheses as an answer and write them equal to 0. So 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Draw my line, and then I'm going to have x plus 7 equals 0. When I move the 7 over, one of my answers is x is equal to negative 7. That's one of the places my parabola will cross. On the other side, if I have room, add 5. 2x equals 5 when I divide by 2. Sorry, I'm going to actually write this over here next to the other answer. I'm going to get x is equal to positive 5 over 2. If you want to make that a mixed number, you can. I'm not going to make you on homework assignments. If it's a multiple choice question, I'm going to give it to you as an improper fraction. So please make sure that you take your time with these box method problems. I know they're not the most fun thing in the world. I know that they're a little bit complicated, but keep in mind, you can always email me. We can always video chat about this, and I can give you a hand. I'm only going to give you, I think, 1 or 2 box method problems today. So if you can do it once, should be fine.